Hi everyone. Before we get into today's vlog, I just want to say that Father's Day is on June 19th. Have you given any thought as to what you're going to do for Dad yet? If you haven't, I just want to let you know that I do have a gift store, and actually it's a gift store for anyone, all kinds of different occasions, but we have some Father's Day gifts. Or some even things that might not specifically be for Father's Day, but as you go through them, you might think, wow, that's the perfect thing for Dad. It's really easy to get to my gift store. Go to my new website, which is annev.me, ANNEV.me. Click on the shop link. It'll take you straight to the gift store. And we've actually got several categories. I believe Father's Day might be in the gifts for all occasions category, but as you browse the store you might find something in a different category. Who knows? Whatever you do, whether you buy from my gift store or not, I hope you are able to spend some time with your dad this Father's Day, enjoying his company, spending time together, making beautiful memories. Happy Father's Day to all the dads, and if you have a dad, I hope you're able to spend some time with him and or let him know somehow how much he means to you. Okay, let's go on with this vlog, which actually was recorded on May 13th. Hi everyone, it is Thursday night. I'm starting another vlog. I vlogged last weekend. I don't think I'm going to put it up because I talked about my first video I did in a series that I have no idea when, how I'm going to do it. I was going to start it with, I had one thing that I was going to do a video on. I started the video, technically I did the video, but it was way too much footage and it was kind of an epic fail, and I'm not going to put that up. And also, I am in no financial condition to take on something like that right now. Therefore, even the video that was announcing that these were coming is on hold. It's sitting on my computer and it's going to stay there until I'm good and ready to actually start taking that on. And I talked about that in last weekend's vlog, and I'm not going to, let's just start over this weekend, huh? This weekend, what have I got going? I have to finish this. I'm probably about halfway through this transcription job. I've got to finish it because he's going to need it by the end of probably even before. I'm not sure if he has a hard deadline. He'd probably put up with it by the end of Sunday. I'd like to have it in before that. I gotta finish that. That's the first thing. And Friday, tomorrow, I have my aunt and I are taking a little bit of a several hour road trip for a meeting, and then driving several hours back. It's not a weekend road trip. We're expecting to do it all in the same day. But the thing is, I'm not going to vlog it. Because, again, I'm not comfortable vlogging those kind of situations. I don't even know if I'm going to talk about the trip. So that's a big chunk of the weekend that won't be in the vlog. I don't even know if this vlog is going to be worth doing, but I'm going to start it. I will say that I'm doing some food experiments right now. Well, they're not right now. They're going to start here in the next couple of days. Because there is always something to spend money on. And there's never enough money to spend. And I'm just thinking of all the ways that I can save money, even if I
do this change that I don't really, part of me doesn't really want to do, but a bigger part of me says, hey, look, when you think about the reason you want to change it, that reason's too important. You got to do it. I don't want to give it up completely, but I don't know that I could get enough from changing the little bit that I might change. I mean, I might change it. I'm going to change it as much as I can without giving it up completely. But even that, I don't know that that will be enough to make up for what I want versus what I have. So I could look at spending less money at the grocery store. I virtually go to the grocery store. I get my groceries delivered by shipped. But they only buy what I tell them to buy. And I could cut down my grocery expenses if I found cheap and tasty meals. I've watched some YouTube videos. I'm gonna experiment some things. I mean, I heard one idea before I watched the YouTube video. I don't know that I ever really thought that I would eat it, but I was like, now I'm like, you know what? I'm willing to at least try it. Because, you know, if I end up hating everything I got here and deciding to go back to the more expensive stuff, okay, well, that might just happen. But it's also possible that more inexpensive stuff will turn out to actually be appealing enough to me that I'll be like, okay, you know what? No more of this really pricey ass stuff, at least for a while. We're going to this stuff that is just as tasty and filling and healthy, maybe even more healthy, and only costs, what, $2 or $3 versus $12 or $15. Good morning, it's Friday. I am very specific about what radio I listen to in the morning. I could make a whole other video about that. Most morning radio shows nowadays are bullcrap. People making asses of themselves, people going way beyond anything I would ever do on a vlog and putting that on the radio. First of all, I wouldn't do stuff like that. I wouldn't create drama. There might have been a day when I might seek out drama. I wouldn't necessarily create it. Well, or if I would, I wouldn't have. But back then, I might have had it for my own, listening pleasure, basically. Not for putting it out on the internet, out on YouTube. These individuals, I don't even know what to call them. These individuals either seek out or create, they create is what they do, drama for people, call them on the phone, get their reaction, and then put it on the radio. Are they even allowed to do that? I don't know how they get away with calling people, doing a shameful acting job, pretending to be somebody they're not, being an ass, and then putting that on the radio. Or, okay, I'm calling you, and we're talking on the radio We're gonna call your person that you are familiar with, and we're gonna help you tell them this, that, or another thing, and we're gonna put their reaction on the radio. You're plotting this on the radio, and then they get recorded. They get the reaction, and all that ends up on the radio. I don't know if that's live or taped, but either way, number one, why did they get away with that? And in my lifetime, I've gotten in trouble for why is it they can get away with that crap and put that crap on the radio? And there was a time when I used to openly record and people would realize that I was recording and I got in trouble. Because they work in radio and I don't? That is not a reason as far as I'm concerned. And that is bullcrap radio, and I don't listen to that shit. I listen to people, local people, talking amongst themselves and having people call in who know they're going to be on the radio, answering the question that they put out. That is what I like to listen to in the morning if I'm going to listen to radio. And it's these guys. I've been listening to these guys for a while now, and I just like them. Oh, now the Victor decides that it wants to work. What I don't like is the way my Victor reader streams. Sometimes I'll turn the radio on. I just tried to do it and decided it wanted to shape up. I'll turn the radio on. I get please wait, please wait, please wait, please wait. It asks me to wait about 10 times. Then it finally says failed to start the station. Why? I know you can play it. This is a common thing with the Victor Reader streams. But why does it happen? And while I'm talking about Victor Reader streams, by the way, might be like Braille senses. Most people have no idea what the hell they are. They are internet radios / MP3 players / podcast catchers that are specifically made for the blind. But the thing about the podcast catcher that I don't like, some podcasters are M4A recorders. They record on their iPhone or whatever device they have that creates M4A files. And they just don't want to put that through a sound editing software and create an MP3. Or if they do put it through a sound editing software, they actually know how to do that on their iPhone or iPad. Which brings me to something else, but I'll talk about that in a minute. They, on their iPad or iPod, edit their thing, and it still ends up a WMA file. I mean, a M4A file. How come the Victor Reader stream won't play M4As? It won't. At first I thought the problem was that it was an M4A file. The problem may be that it's an M4A file, but apparently M4As are a perfectly valid file type. And more than that, a computer of any kind, a Braille sense, I think just about every machine will play M4As. Except a Victor Reader stream. This after the Victor Reader stream user guide says that it does play M4As. Well, if it plays M4As, how come every time I try to play one, I actually gave up a long time ago, because every time I tried to play one, it said media error 11 and it will not play. If anyone happens to be watching who works at Humanware, please find a solution for that. Humanware is the company that makes the Victor Reader. Please find a solution for that. I've called Humanware tech support, and the guy seemed to know it was a problem, but they say they don't know how to solve it. I'm like, well, find a way to solve it, please, or else change your user guide to acknowledge that you don't play M4As. Take M4As out of the list of things that you play. And while you're at it, put something in the user guide about what happens, why it is that sometimes it happens on a daily basis now. I try to turn on the radio and it goes, please wait, please wait, please wait. It asks me to wait about 5-10 times. Then it finally wants to come back with, failed to start the station. Why can't you start the damn station? There's obviously nothing wrong with the stream, because if I give it 15 minutes, a half hour, it goes ahead and runs. Don't tell me the station doesn't exist. Wow, we're almost halfway into the vlog already. We're 13 minutes and some odd seconds in. I want to say something else about this drama on the radio. Look, this drama, I realize that this kind of drama is the stuff that reality TV is made of. And I used to be a reality TV watcher. One particular show, as opposed to, well, actually, to some extent I'm still a reality TV watcher. You get the right show and I might be into it. I might at least watch the premiere and decide, am I going to be into it this season? Did anyone really capture my interest in the premiere? But there's a difference between watching reality TV at home when you're hanging out at the end of the day after work, when you really don't have anything to do except what you want to do, and turning on the radio when you're starting your day, you're trying to get ready for work, or you're driving to work or riding to work, and you got this playing in the morning. Obviously, there's a lot of people that like it, or these things wouldn't survive. And I'm sorry to yuck on your yum. If you like this, then you just go ahead and love your phone drama that I don't know how they get away with. And actually, I mean, that question came up. I don't know if I'm going to put this in the vlog either. That question even came up when I was watching my reality shows. One of them, anyway. One of my reality shows, the reality show that I still watch on occasion, is not, this is not a question, but the reality show I used to watch in, like, the early 2000s, in 2003, 2004, I really kind of got my liberation. I had cable for the first time, and I just kind of took some stuff in, and liked some stuff and didn't like others. And even my favorite reality show at the time, I wondered about that. I liked it, but I questioned, how do they get away with that? And I couldn't get away with things that I would do. Why don't I like that morning show stuff? Because they can get away with that shit and I could never get away with doing what I do? Or because that kind of drama is, in my opinion, not something you want to listen to first thing in the morning when you're trying to get your day started? Maybe a little bit of both. But where was I going with all this? I could get really passionate about morning radio. I think morning radio has dropped its standards since I would listen to the radio with my mother, and there was like music and news. And and the other day, one of the two co-hosts of my favorite radio show here locally said, they were talking about awards, and this woman says, I wish we could get some kind of award for what we do. Of course, we'd never win the award because we're like the bottom tier. I'm like, the bottom tier? I actually tweeted her, and I think she's the one who liked my tweet. But I'm like, the bottom tier, if you're on the bottom tier of morning radio shows, I'd like to know who's at the top tier. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're the best local morning radio show there is. there's like two other stations I listen to more than two, but I'll as I'm going through my frequent radio stations on my commute to work, there's only two that play a radio show, a morning show that I would even give a chance to. And the other ones play this nonsense. People... First of all, I don't even think they're local. I think they're syndicated morning things that originate somewhere else. Secondly, even if they are, they're just... The crap they pull on morning radio is just... I don't like it. And one exception to that is this show that I listen to every morning. And I got tired of every morning waking up and trying to turn on my local broadcasters of choice and hearing, please wait, please wait, please wait, please wait. All right, I've told you to wait for 2 minutes now. Fail to start the station. Why do we have to start with that every damn morning? Okay, I think what I'm going to do, we're going to leave, drive for 3 hours, do what we got to do, drive for another 3 hours, because that's just where the guy is that we have to meet. And I'm not even going to take my vlogging camera, aka MP3 recorder that I record my vlogs on, with me. So I'll see you when I get home. Okay, that was nice. It's almost 6 o'clock at night. That was a nice day with my aunt. We took care of the things we got to take care of. And that was a nice and productive day. And on the way up there, I won't say I finished my job, but I did. Now we're in the run it through the spell check proofreading stage, get it satisfactory to send off to the client, and then submit it. Which, if I don't do that tonight, I can do it tomorrow. And that'll be taken care of. That was the most important thing out of the weekend, I think. Hi everyone, it's 5 o'clock Saturday night. I have not vlogged at all today. I haven't done a whole lot. I did finish my transcription job. So that was the most important thing I had to do this weekend, and I did that. But actually, there's probably other things I should do this weekend, and maybe I will do them, but I just... I've said it before, I'll say it again. These might come out as the lamest vlogs. But there's something, right? I mean, there's something. Everyone kind of starts somewhere, right? Oh, one thing I did do is discover that I do in fact like beans and rice, which is a very... I mean, some people think of that as like a desperation meal. You could look at it that way. Or I could look at it as a way to spend $5 on a week's worth of meals rather than $25 on a week's worth of meals, or one meal, a week's worth of one meal. Therefore, meaning making the money I have stretch far enough. For example, the vacation I really, really want to take next year. a dear friend, a man I love like a father. We have not seen each other for literally a decade plus. I want to see this guy. And he wants to see me. And I don't deserve to have to live a life of... There's never enough money to do anything. That's what I tell myself about everything. Well, I'd like to do it, but God knows I can't afford it. You know, first of all, maybe if I stop looking at it that way. Secondly, how do I make it so I can't afford it? I'm not going to go into like numbers and exact details, but I could keep wishing I could become a millionaire, or I could take little action steps to take the amount of money that I have coming in and make it last longer, stretch farther. For example, I could look for less expensive meals than what I do. Or I could get some of what I'm used to and some of what I'm not used to and take like the difference between, take the difference between what I'm spending on like newer, healthy, tasty, and cheap meals and what I would be spending on maybe not as healthy and certainly more expensive meals. Put that into savings. Maybe it'd surprise me how far that might go. I will certainly hope that that will turn out in my favor because I'm willing to try it. The bottom line is, Shipt allows you to do as little as $35 with no delivery fee. I'm often way beyond $35. I'm going to be trying to be closer to $35 per order. Alright, it's Sunday. What have I done all day? Not much of anything that is worth vlogging. I hope these are interesting to someone, even though I feel like I'm just sitting here saying not much and vlogging not much. But I'm actually thinking, even though it's not even 8 o'clock at night yet, I might just call it a night already, because tomorrow is the beginning of another work week. And yeah. Sorry if this is boring, but I hope that one day I'll get to the point where these are actually worth listening to. But I guess it's about consistency, right? Even if you're consistently boring, at least you're consistently doing something. So, thank you for watching. If you've gotten this far, thank you. Check out Aira, check out Shipt, check out the things in the description box below. Hopefully by the time you're seeing this video, I will have a new website, so maybe check that out. And I will talk to you in the next video. You'll hear from me in the next video. Bye.